sports, and the Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network presents Prairie Wolves basketball. Today is a conference matchup featuring the Beavers of Buena Vista University and your Nebraska Wesleyan University Prairie Wolves. This game is made possible by Lincoln Electric System. It's your electricity, own it. And Nebraska Wesleyan University. Now let's take you out to Snyder Arena with Jeff Moats and John Harris.
It's Iowa Conference basketball, men's action here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Moats along with John Harris tonight as we get ready for the men's matchup between Nebraska Wesleyan and Buena Vista. Now, Nebraska Wesleyan, for the first time since 1997-98, they're off to an undefeated start where they won their first 23 games of the season, and they're going up against a Buena Vista team that's just pretty good. They're pretty balanced themselves. These are two of the top three-point shooting teams you're going to find in the conference.
Well, there's no doubt about it. All of them have the green light. So we don't know how many three-pointers we're going to see here tonight, but it's going to be flying through the air, and I expect both teams with top three-point shooters to be putting a lot of them in the basket tonight.
So when you look at how things are going to shape up tonight, let's look at the players in particular. Cooper Cook, one of the top scorers for this Nebraska Wesleyan men's basketball team. Obviously, a guy averages in double figures. He's been player of the week already this year in the Iowa Conference. Dion Wells-Ross out of Omaha Benson, another key player to keep an eye on for Nebraska Wesleyan.
Well, these guys, Coach has them going up and down the floor. It's going to be high-octane game, getting high-octane, high-risk. But Cooper Cook, he has the green light. He's gone over 1,000 points already in his young career. And Wells-Ross runs the floor. He can shoot it from outside. We expect everybody to be putting it up here tonight.
This is a team that put up 121 points against Grinnell College on Saturday. Grinnell, one of the top-scoring teams as well in Division III men's basketball. David Jeffries of Buena Vista, he was the IAC Defensive Player of the Year last season. He averages about 16 points a game. That's the guy that Nebraska Wesleyan has really got to stop.
Yeah, well, he's great on offense and on defense, and we'll see if anybody plays defense here tonight. David Jeffries, along with his brother Jeffries from Las Vegas, Nevada. They're back for another trip here at Snyder Arena.
Should be a fun one tonight. Sit back and enjoy this. It could be a battle up and down the court. It could be a track meet as well. Nebraska Wesleyan and Buena Vista. The tip-off is next right here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Ryan with LES's Save Money, Saving Energy, and I wanted to share a hot tip about keeping warm in the wintertime. Instead of turning up your thermostat, turn on a portable space heater. After all, why heat your whole house when you only want the room you're in to be warm and toasty? Oh, that's too toasty. Don't touch that, Gracie. For more energy-saving tips like this, visit us at les.com or do a search for LES Video Vault on YouTube. We'll see you next time.
When you're out to make a difference in the world, begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences. Designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University. NWU.
Back here at Snyder Arena along with John Harris, I'm Jeff Moats and the entire Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network crew. Welcome back as we get ready for the Iowa Intercollegiate Athletic Conference men's matchup tonight here between Nebraska Wesleyan and Buena Vista. As the starters will be introduced here. And let's take a look at those starting lineups here. There you see the starting five for the Prairie Wolves. Dion Wells-Ross out of Omaha Benson. Jack Hiller, the sophomore. Hiller out of Olathe East High School in Kansas. Nate Baugh. He'll be the sophomore guard out of Wood River. Ryan Garver, the junior forward out of Lincoln Northeast. And Cooper Cook, he is the junior forward, and he'll get the start. He is out of Overland Park Blue Valley North High School in Kansas. Now on the other side for the Buena Vista Beavers, let's show you those starting lineups. There you see Connor Winkleman. Thomas Weisskopf was the other guy that we failed to mention during pregame, the other guy to keep an eye on here for this Beaver basketball team. There you see David Jeffries and Timothy Jeffries, both out of the Las Vegas area, and Kenyon Hopkins, a sophomore forward. He'll get the start. He's out of Earlham, Iowa. 6'4", 225, and a sophomore.
Well, Jeff, something has to give here today. Wesleyan scoring at a clip of 101 a game. Buena Vista, 87 points a game. So, and they're about the same on defense, 75 points a game given up by Wesleyan 77 for Buena Vista. So, but that 25-point difference for Wesleyan in scoring margin oftentimes is their advantage as they are undefeated thus far.
And you look at these two teams coming into tonight. Wesleyan, of course, 11-0, 2-0 in conference play. Buena Vista 9-2, 2-0 in conference play.
And what's challenging is both teams are shooting at over a 40% clip from three-point range, which means they're really putting it up and putting it down.
Nebraska Wesleyan leads the Iowa Conference in 11 different statistical categories, highlighted by scoring offense, made three-pointers, assists, and rebounding margin. That is phenomenal. And again, this is the best start for the Prairie Wolves in 20 years, since they won their first 23 games in the 1997-98 campaign. Tip is up, and it's controlled by Nebraska Wesleyan. Nate Baugh will bring it up. And it'll be Jack Hiller out front. Deion Wells-Ross. David Jeffries all over him. Here's Hiller. Into the corner, Garver, three on the way, hits it.
Already, Ryan Garver. But again, just like the first game, you got to get back on defense after a miss or a make.
So the Wolves are on the board first off that Garver three.
And that's not usually his forte, but he makes it there.
Jeffries backs his way in. Shot faking a dribble now. Shot up, layup it in that time. Nice drive by Connor Winkleman.
Yeah, no rim protector for Wesleyan, all the way to the rack for Winkleman.
So a 3-2 lead here for the Prairie Wolves. Here's Cooper Cook. Timothy Jeffries all over him. Here is Baugh. Skip out right side. Garver, three on the way. Bouncing off the rim and off. No good. Wells-Ross with the offensive board and put back.
Oh, he goes high. He's guys in the air. Wells-Ross puts it softly on the rim. It goes down. 5-2.
Timothy Jeffries looking for his brother David, who curls around and cuts down the right of the key. No good. Wells-Ross with a board.
Easy miss there for Jeffries. Point blank.
5-2 our score. Here's Garver. Out it goes to Baugh. Now to Wells-Ross off the double screen. Down inside, Cooper Cook. Turnaround, baby hook, left hand short. Hopkins with the rebound. Up the floor to the basket, laying it up and rimming off, no good. But Timothy Jeffries there to go back up with it. Weisskopf couldn't finish the layup, and Timothy Jeffries was there to get the garbage.
Yeah, nice challenge by Wesleyan at the rim after the miss by Cooper Cook.
So Timothy Jeffries at the free throw line. He'll shoot 2 shots. And the first one is up and good.
Get him from the free throw line. Yeah, that's a hustle play by Jeffries.
Second free throw.
Wesleyan, again, without a rim protector, you don't have a big guy in there, Jeff, to block shots. And so it has to be defense by committee.
Misses the second. This is the second. Cooper Cook with the board. 2 minutes in here to this first half.
Best way to not have to worry about blocking shots is to keep them away from the rim.
Whoa, Garver, he was wide open. I think he wasn't sure if he wanted to shoot or.
And he shouldn't be shy about taking that shot. You know, he made the first one, missed the second one.
Wide open Garver, 3 on the way from him, in and out and through.
Yeah, go ahead and take it, Ryan. They're going to leave him open.
He's earned a starting spot.
And we've seen him for many years, and we know what he's capable of.
8-3 lead here for the Prairie Wolves. Here's David Jeffries. Step back, shot on the way from him.
Line drive.
And the rebound to Hiller.
He'll pull up if he's not careful.
Here's Garver for another 3, bouncing through.
The soft rims for Nebraska Wesleyan. That's why they are the way they are. For that hometown roll, just like that.
9 of the 11 belong to Garver here for Wesleyan. Ooh. Timothy Jeffries got away with the carry, but managed to keep it alive. He'll drive to the hoop, can't finish it. Wells-Ross with the board. Here's Garver. And a reach and foul on David Jeffries. of Buena Vista.
Yeah, Garver. Well, I tell you what, we've loved him since Lincoln Northeast. And here he goes. A nice move there. And look at this move.
One thing about Ryan Garver when he was at Northeast, the one thing that we really noticed about him was his uncanniness to have a good defensive sense.
Yeah, but he was, he was their top scorer.
He was the top scorer,
Yeah, he was
granted.
the top scorer, yeah.
But defensively, he was probably one of the better defenders we ever saw.
His anticipation.
It was unreal.
How he would steal the ball, how he would be in the right place at the right time.
He was so good at that. Wells Ross in traffic. Got it to go.
The one-on-one action for Wells Ross. And back the other way.
Here's Timothy Jeffries. Boy, he wanted to punch it, but instead laid it over the rim and through.
Yeah, Wesleyan doesn't get back. Jeffries gets the easy one.
13-5 lead, as you see on your screen, in favor of Wesleyan.
This is what Buena Vista wants. They want this set up for Wesleyan. Set up offense. Instead of the run and gun.
Wells Ross.
He'll take that.
Cook. Skip into the corner. Hiller rising up for a three. Hits it.
Unbelievable. These guys. Just thoughtless. Just put it up.
16-5 Prairie Wolves. Here's a long three from the top. Back iron strong. No good that time for Billy Sparks. Back the other way. Garver in transition. Cook!
What a look. What a look by Garver.
Wow.
He's getting to bounce around. He's getting to bounce around.
18-5, Nebraska Wesleyan ahead. 15:41 left in this first half. Come back to Snyder Arena after you see this.
Oh, hi there. Sorry, couldn't see you at first. I'm Ryan with LES's Save Money, Saving Energy, and it's first filter Friday, so I'm just checking my furnace filter here. Looks like it's about time for a clean one, which I just happen to have right here. You know, a small investment today can really reduce your heating costs and improve your efficiency. You can really see the savings. For more tips like this, visit us at les.com or do a search for LES Video Vault on YouTube. We will see you next time.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's easy pickings right there. Yep, back the other way. Around the horn for Buena Vista. Up from Winkleman, he misses. Back the other way for Wesleyan. Hiller, Cooper Cook, up for three. No. Wells Ross, battling. Wall two, Buena Vista. Wesleyan, 18-5. As Hiller takes a seat. Leaf Shimonitz, who's been out, is back in the ball game. Winkleman back up for Buena Vista. To Goodman. Looking. Ball tapped away by Cooper Cook. Wisecup with Wells Ross on him. On the perimeter. Cooper Cook on him. Toward the basket. Down the baseline. Oh, a nice dish to Jewell. Adam Jewell. He makes the basket. Wesleyan up 18-7. Cook looking for Wells Ross. One-on-one move. Cooper Cook for three. Oh, off the rim. Wisecup back the other way. Looking ahead. Gets to Sparks. Sparks inside. Oh, a nice dish and a dime to Goodman. Wesleyan doubles. Oh, and back the other way is Nebraska Wesleyan. Foul is on Adam Jewell. As Wesleyan, as he gets the foul on. Dylan Dirks. Dirks, the left-hander. Oh, in and out. In the ball game for Buena Vista, the Beavers, is Grant Wright. 13:55 here in this first half. Dirks, he eyes it, he spies it, he makes it. Back the other way for Buena Vista, Grant Wright. Hands off to Wisecup. To Sparks. Sparks to Jewell. Sparks maneuvering. Blocked by Cooper Cook. Throws it out of bounds. Ball back to Wesleyan. Gave me a little freelance there. Yep, that's Dirks. Yeah, with the left hand, high off with the teardrop down the baseline. And we say it all the time, Jeff, never give up the baseline. Bad things happen when you give up the baseline. Dirks, his fourth point in as many seconds, and Shimonet's back in the ball, is in the ball game now, fighting inside. Thought he may have traveled, but they get him on. Yeah. Thought he shuffled the feet, but they get him for the body into Shimonet's. Oh yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. So versatile was Ryan Garver. And a spill on the floor there. Guess who? One way to slow it down. Cook was ready to fire off the outlet pass to Shimonet's. Yep, grabbed him around the backside there. As the Wesleyan fan faithful, student faithful, Got to get back. Boy, that's coast to coast right there. Too casual. Oh, gave him a little shoulder. He gave Cooper Cook a little shoulder on the finger roll. Well, if let's put it this way, Jeff. If it's not coming through, oh yeah, I mean, it'd be like one of those old silent movies, Charlie Chaplin. Why don't we just make it in black and white? Jeffries. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, the mic, now I got the mic back. I can hear myself talk, and we do apologize. We've had some technical issues in the truck, and a full timeout taken here on the floor, taken by Nebraska Wesleyan. 11:05 left, first half. Make that a 30-second timeout. 24-13 in favor of the Prairie Wolves.
Well, we're getting it worked out, folks, but you're enjoying a great game. Wesleyan up 9 here on the Beavers from Buena Vista, Storm Lake, Iowa. Buena Vista has found some success here recently on the transition offense with Jeffries and Jeffries, the law firm.
Yeah.
Tremendous job by them.
So out of the timeout, it will be free throws here.
Yeah, Jeffries, the aggressor, gets the first foul on Dirks.
Free throw from Jeffries is good. It's 3 for him.
About 16, 17 points a game. And again, the defensive player as well. Tonight, the red shoes, I don't understand, is that a salute to somebody? Because it's not in the uniform.
Hits them both. 24-15.
But I guess you wear whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Well, we've seen guys wear pink shoes.
Yeah, hey, just about anything.
Here's Dirks to Hiller. Cook.
Got to move.
Baugh.
There's that defense.
Try to give it to Shimonitz. Ball knocked away by David Jeffries. It goes out of bounds. It will stay with Wesleyan.
Yeah, there's that defense that we were talking about earlier. Hands in the passing lane. Wesleyan, you can't be just so cavalier and nonchalant. These guys will get it. They'll be back the other way making a layup.
Shimonitz with a 15-footer. Can't finish it.
A little strong. Got to get back.
And just thinking about how Wesleyan has played so well in his absence, and with him back in the lineup, that's going to be another big difference maker.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's a chemistry issue. You've gotten used to the guys who've been in there.
Here's a jumper good for Jeffries. David Jeffries, that is, with
Nice
6.
stop and pop by Jeffries.
And the lead down to 7 for Wesleyan, 24-17. 10 minutes to go here in this first half. Dirks for a 3. In and out. Shimonitz gets the ball, puts it back in.
Oh, the old look what I found from Shimonitz.
First basket of the game for Shimonitz. And the lead back at 9. Working on the block, here's Hopkins. Spin move, turnaround, fadeaway. Good.
Oh, that's a big shot. Tremendous shot by Hopkins. Little fadeaway from Earlham, Iowa.
6'4", 225.
Gave a little Dirk Nowitzki there.
Wesleyan still in control here, but Buena Vista not going away.
Yeah, this is definitely the pace.
And now Wells Ross was pickpocketed that time by Brady Dix, but then Wesleyan gets it back. Shimonitz, 3 on the way. Bounces off. The rebound to Timothy Jeffries. Here come the Beavers down the base, or down the left side of the key. No good that time for Grant Wright. Here's Dirks, right side Hiller. Back out Dirks. Left side Shimonitz. Back out to Dirks. Into the corner Shimonitz, 3 on the way. Off.
The iron unkind for Shimonitz here early. He did see one go through on the rebound and put back. Just getting his legs under him.
Yep, got that left knee wrapped up.
Got to get his comfort level.
Weaving out front. Entry pass, Hopkins, one-hand fadeaway, in and out. Tipped around. Hiller comes up with it. Dirks lost the ball. Taps it back out. Shimonitz. Left side. Here's Hiller for a three. Off the back iron. Offensive board. Baugh put it to the floor and a reach-in foul on Timothy Jeffries of Buena Vista.
Yeah, Wesleyan ice cold, Jeff, from outside here. Got to get the ball to the basket. Get something attacking toward the basket. But again, Coach Wellman, this is how they play. And he is, he is unfazed. I don't ever see him. He doesn't move very much. He doesn't say very much. When his team is playing, he claps his hands and spurs them on.
He'll sit down occasionally. He'll stand up over there. He'll walk the sideline a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
As Baugh hits both free throws. And the lead back at 9 with 8 minutes to go here in this first half.
I think he's more concerned about how they play defense here.
You're looking at two of the top teams in the conference for three-point shooting. And the entry pass taken away by Garver. 2-on-1. Layup, no good. Battle for.
Guess who?
Garver in the corner. Here's a three on the way. Long and air ball that time from Casey Conklin. Conklin was the guy that missed the layup too. But a foul. No, they're going to say the ball out of bounds off of Buena Vista.
Yeah, Ryan Garver with the push, 2 rebounds, the kick. Saves the possession for Wesleyan.
Here's Deion Wells-Ross. Hiller now to Garver on the right wing.
They're going to give Garver that shot if he wants it.
Garver for a three. That's on the way, and he hits it.
Yeah, that's Lionel Richie right there. That's all night long. That's Lionel Richie all night long.
All 12 points.
All night long.
From three-point range on the other end. A three is good for Billy Sparks.
Yeah, Sparks shut that down, but Garver's going to get that opportunity all night.
Wells-Ross will pull for a three. Can't finish it. Offensive board for Hiller. Put back, rolls out. Offensive board inside from Baugh. Back out to Garver. Garver going to split the D. Scoop shot off the glass, and he misses it. And a blocking foul going to go against
Did he get
Buena
the
Vista.
elbow? Did he get the elbow? The funny bone. It's not so funny. It's funny for everybody else who's laughing at you. Well, I'll tell you what, Ryan Garver, I mean, we've seen him so many times, Jeff. Oh, he's hurt there. If Garver was hurt, how long do you think he'd lay on the ground?
Not very long.
Not very long.
Garver's free throw bounces around and through, so
That's soft rim again.
13 for him.
Cooper Cook back in the ball game.
He'll check in along with Austin Hall. Hall, the sophomore out of Millard West. Second free throw, Garver, back iron strong. 32-22 Wesleyan. 6.5 left here. In transition will slow it down. Buena Vista with the basketball. Back on the right side, three on the way. Off the rim, no good. Garver battling for the ball. Goes off of Goodman. It'll be Wesleyan basketball.
Yeah, nice kick and nice look to Jewell. He can't splash it. Wesleyan with Garver in the mix yet again.
So here come the Wolves. Austin Hall will bring it up across the timeline. Moving around far side, Cooper Cook. Here's Hall, now to Garver. Out Wells-Ross. Garver wide open, three on the way. Side of the rim, no good. Hustles, rescues the ball, goes out of bounds.
Short arm that one. He's going to get his shots.
Well, they left him open.
Yeah, and they're going to keep leaving him open.
They're going to make him shoot.
I'm going to take my chances. If I got a choice between Ryan Garver and Cooper Cook, well, I'm taking my chances with Ryan Garver. And so, but he can make that shot. He just has to be confident as he shoots it. He short-armed that last one.
Weiss Cup off the screen. Far side, Sparks around the top.
Watch Garver just roaming around.
Here's Jewell for a three off the back iron. Wells Ross got the rebound over the 6'7" Goodman. Nobody blocked out, or Goodman was not blocked out, but Wells Ross came flying in to get the rebound. Down the lane he goes, puts up a shot and in.
The whirling dervish, Dion Wells Ross.
10 for him now, and it's 34-22 Wesleyan. Goodman power dribble to the basket, offensive foul. Wells Ross took the charge.
What a great job. Great job. He makes the spin move for the basket, comes back, plays some defense, takes the charge, sacrifices his body. Here he comes, stand there, boom, take it. That's the second charge, I believe, on Goodman. Second offensive foul, that is.
So here come the Wolves. Austin Hall being pressured. Man defense here from Buena Vista.
You know, people think that this team is all about offense, Jeff. Listen, you got to play defense, at least some.
Here's Wells Ross. He'll pull up for him a long two. Doesn't go for him.
Try to draw the foul. A lot of switching on those picks.
Yep.
Garver's pinned down.
He needs help. Stays his ground. Baby hook in the lane. Good that time.
Yeah, he just outmatched physically there.
Hopkins with the baby hook. That's 4 for him.
Not tall, but he has the girth.
Here's Shimonitz. High post stepping out. Wells Ross. Right side Garver. 3 on the way. Off the iron. And the rebound in the hands of Winkleman.
He's got to keep shooting.
Hopkins. Shot fake and a dribble. 3 on the way. It is off the iron. No good that time for Weisskopf. But the offensive board for David Jeffries, and the hooks the bounce pass up and in for Hopkins.
That's a good job by Jeffries on the offensive glass. Hopkins gets the easy one.
3:42 and counting here before halftime.
Keeping the ball out of Cooper Cook's hands.
He has not been able to get something going. Backdoor cut, Shimonitz back out Garver left corner. And now an entry pass and reach and foul on David Jeffries. That's, I believe, 2 on him. With 3:30 remaining here in this first half. So Goodman on the bench now with 3 fouls. Jeffries now with 2. That's David Jeffries with 2.
Jeffries pleading his case, saying, hey, can we get it on both ends?
Cooper Cook will be at the free throw line and he will shoot. 2 shots, back iron strong.
He hasn't seen the ball go through in a while, so a little cold.
Cook with 2 points in this game. Went over 1,000 that 121 to 103 win at Grinnell on Saturday. As the Wolves finished 9-0 in conference play, and second free throw good for Cooper Cook.
Coach Van Haften, 22 years at Buena Vista.
Not a lot of change in their style. Backdoor cut, nice look, back out they go. Sparks for a 3, hits it.
Oh boy, that's beautiful rotation, beautiful splash.
That's a big shot too. And the lead down to 6.
Nice job there by Buena Vista. Now Wesleyan.
Here's Garver. Hall will attack the key. Out to Wells Ross. Far corner Hall. Driving baseline, kick out right side. Shimonitz for a 3, off.
Got to follow his shot.
And on the break, lead pass. Hopkins had the ball knocked out of his hands. Good recovery from Austin Hall.
That's a great job of running him down from behind. Not giving up on the play. Buena Vista had the run out on the long miss. Shimonitz should have followed his shot. It's usually the shooter who knows where the ball's going.
And Timothy Jeffries cutting down the lane off the inbound.
Too easy.
And now the lead is at 4 for Wesleyan.
Yeah, they're playing right into Buena Vista's hands here.
Wesleyan not really in their element right now.
Looking a little uncertain, Jeff.
Travel. Good help defense that time, forcing Wells Ross to travel.
Yeah, he's 1-on-3. I mean, what are you doing? Where are you going?
Nate Baugh will check in, and Patrick Sullivan will come in for the first time tonight for Nebraska Wesleyan.
Yeah, you're not going to have much to say. You got 1 there, 2 there, 3 there. There's 4 other guys on the floor in white.
.212 and counting. Timothy Jeffries off the screen. Sparks for another 3, in and out. Tipped around. Baugh comes up with it. Shimonitz. And he threw it away.
Yeah, jumped in the air. Jump pass.
Here's a 3 for the left side. Nothing but netting that time for Connor Winkleman.
Both teams 40% from 3.
And now Buena Vista is within 1. 1:38 to go here in this first half. Here's Shimonitz. Now Wells Ross being pressured. Cooper Cook with a hand in his face. Takes the 3, can't get it to go. Back the other way, Sparks. And a hand check on Patrick Sullivan.
Buena Vista has just taken control of this ball game.
Well, and it's like in the women's game, Buena Vista found a way to kind of play Wesleyan's tempo of basketball.
Yeah, they got so many runouts.
Inbound Hopkins, fade away on the right of the key, no good. Rebound to Cook, had it knocked out of his hands. Recovered by Buena Vista, and it's Winkleman who scores, and they get the lead 36-35.
Now, Connor Cook fell to the ground, and I don't think he fell on his own.
Minute to go here in the half. Shimonitz down the right side, off the glass, short-armed it, no good.
Here we go.
Sparks rising up for a 3 in rhythm, and he hits it.
Oh, my goodness.
They are on fire. And now a steal. And down the lane, Jeffries to the basket and 1, and Cooper Cook's going to pick up the foul. This Buena Vista team has just rattled off 15 points unanswered.
Yeah, Wesleyan's been on 35 for a long time.
Timothy Jeffries with the foul. The first personal on Cooper Cook, by the way. And the Prairie Wolves are not themselves.
They're on their heels big time. And give credit to the Beavers for taking it right at them.
What a run. Free throw, good. 42-35. Approaching 30 seconds left here in this first half.
Yeah,
Wells Ross.
Wesleyan needs a basket here.
Sullivan going to force up a 3 with a hand in his face, no good. Offensive board for Baugh, goes back up, draws a contact.
Yeah, Hiller jumped in there on the offensive glass to keep the play alive. So Nebraska Wesleyan will get an opportunity from the free throw line to get off 35 for the first time in a long time.
Boy, they've been in such a dry spell.
So there's Hiller. Oh, boy, look at that. He almost hurt himself. He could have hurt himself flying through the air. And Coach Wellman, unmoved, unfazed.
Free throw good for Baugh.
But he's stewing, I know, because,
Well, they'll have a nice chat at halftime.
Oh yeah. But, it's interesting. These guys are so confident. You don't average 101 points, for nothing. When they get hot quickly.
Second free throw good for Baugh.
But you got to play some tough defense and not give them a basket before the half.
Down to the final 15 seconds of the first half and a 5-point lead for Buena Vista.
Got to communicate here.
Down to 5, almost pickpocketed by Garver. Sparks falling to the floor. Bounce pass, 3 on the way at the buzzer. Off, no good. Shot doesn't fall for Weisskopf, and we're at the break. And Nebraska Wesleyan, who comes into this game at 11-0 on a win streak to begin 2017-18, finding themselves in a corner down 5 here at the break, 42-37. We'll take a break, come back with more here from Snyder Arena in just a few moments on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
Lincoln Electric System is proud to serve the Lincoln area. We can't imagine a better community to work for, so we owe it to our customers and team members to be something even better. That's why we're striving to be the world's best energy company. The kind of people who work for us are the kind of people who will get us there. Reliable people who believe in safety, integrity, and most of all, serving their neighbors. And at LES, the professionals who work here stay here. The reasons are many. You'll get the technology and training you need to succeed and advance. Benefits that allow you to take care of your family's needs and goals. You'll do important work to help create a sustainable energy future for us all. If you are starting your professional journey with LES, you will gain experience in our wide-ranging internship programs. At the end of the day, people stay here, we believe, for a very simple reason. LES is a great place to work, to build a career, and to do something that matters. It's all because we are local people serving local people.
You're watching Prairie Wolves basketball on LNK-TV Sports and the Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network.
Welcome back to Snyder Arena here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network here on LNK-TV. And look at you. Look at this guy. You were just on TV, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And you know it. 42-37. There you see the first half stats. Wesley now rebounding Buena Vista. Boy, for the field, it's much different. Buena Vista over 50% from the field. They've been hitting their shots. Three-point range, Wesleyan has struggled. That's been their bread and butter for most of the season, but they have been struggling.
Big time.
4 or 5 from the line for 80% for Buena Vista, 73% from the line for Wesleyan.
But you know what's interesting about this team, you know, down 5, unfazed, concerned, but you get back into the second half, and the question is, can Buena Vista keep it up? Because Wesleyan's going to find the range.
They will.
But the plan is to keep Cooper Cook at bay and keep him away from the ball. Let players like Ryan Garver take most of the shots.
On the curl, Weisskopf got a shot blocked inside. And now Wells Ross finds Garver. Garver will reset the offense.
Let's see how Cooper Cook moves to get himself open.
Needs some help. Here's Baugh, Hiller, and now Cook. Garver with 4 seconds on the shot clock misses the three. 5 of 22 from three-point range now.
Yeah, he's taking a number of them.
And a traveling call on the other end against Buena Vista's Connor Winkleman.
Key for Garver, you know, listen, you got to keep taking them. If they leave you open, you got to take them.
Back the other way. Baugh, spin move, up and under, off the glass and in. So Baugh now with 6, and it's 42-39. Shot on the other end doesn't go for David Jeffries. Back the other way. Here is Cook. Back out to Hiller.
You know, it's interesting, Jeff, without Shimonitz, Cook is a lot more effective. It's sometimes it used to be with Shimonitz, but he's been effective. Oh, a little push off.
Down inside Garver. Up and under, goes up, blocked from behind, out of bounds.
Boy, that's that team defense by Jefferson. David Jeffries, rather. Jeffries, not Jefferson, Jeffries. Timothy Jeffries. Okay. I'd like to see him go with the right hand, but he comes back under, gives Jeffries an opportunity.
Curling around, here's Baugh, lost the ball. And David Jeffries comes up with it, pitches it up to Timothy, who goes up to the basket in transition and puts it in.
Yeah, that's a nice look. And again, they get a nice, easy transition basket.
44-39.
This is as out of sync as I've seen this offense.
In a long time. Baugh falling to the floor, kept the dribble barely, finds Wells Ross.
They're double teaming Cooper Cook.
Garver in traffic, kick out Baugh, left side for a three, missing it. But Cooper Cook with the offensive board, misses the stick back, gets it back and puts it in.
Oh boy, that's fire and desire right there. That's Rick James, Tina Marie, fire and desire. And they're back the other way.
And a foul going to be called, and
one.
a foul on Cook, and the basket goes for Thomas Weisskopf.
And just like we said in the previous game, you make a basket, you miss a basket, you have to get back. And Buena Vista,
Watch this.
boy, that's taking candy right there. That's too easy.
Free throw on the way, good.
That's too easy.
47-41. And Buena Vista came to play tonight.
Oh, indeed. No slouches, no doubt.
Garver at the top, left side, Baugh. Inside Hiller. Here's Garver for a three. Boy, that cylinder is capped from beyond the arc. 5 of 23 for the Prairie Wolves. How about this on the break? Hopkins lays it in. That's 8 for him.
You know, Garver is so used to slashing. See, that's his game right there.
Can't finish it. A foul on Cook, that's his third. You know what? It's like we've entered the twilight zone.
What's it?
I mean,
Look at this Euro.
look at that.
And he got him with the body. And that's a
30-second timeout here taken with 17:03 to go.
Yeah,
That's
that's
going to
a
be
big
burned
foul.
by Buena Vista, but again,
boy, that's a big foul on Cook.
you have him in foul trouble with 3. He's only got 5 points in this game. Buena Vista is benefiting from that point. The fact that he is struggling tonight and he's in foul trouble, but they've been executing the press-breaking transition game to a T tonight. They've done such a great job of doing that.
Yes, and what they've also done to a T is keep Cooper Cook bottled up. They've made Ryan Garver the primary shooter. And again, Garver can make those shots. He's missing them right now. He made the first couple, but they said, listen, we're not going to let Cooper Cook beat us. And so not only is their offensive plan working, their defensive plan is working as well.
Nothing is falling for Wesleyan.
But listen, as bad as Wesleyan is playing, they're only down 8 points. You know, that's 2.5 shots for them.
Timothy Jeffries at the free throw line. That is on the way, and he hits it.
I thought they gave him the basket. Okay.
No, he missed it.
He missed it, okay.
50-41. Hits them both.
Got to have free throws on the road.
And this is by far the biggest lead of the game. Wesleyan here in the early part of the second half in trouble.
Yeah, long way to go.
Shimonitz to Hiller. Out Garver. Now to Wells Ross off the screen. Wells Ross off balance shot, not a good one. Battle for the ball, picked up by Wesleyan. Wells Ross trying to split the D, throws up a shot. He'll go to the line.
If that's on Jeffries, they're going to give it to Hopkins. But if that was on Jeffries, David Jeffries, that'd have been trouble. That would have been his third, I believe.
Yep. He's in foul trouble with 2.
So the double clutch gets Wells Ross to the line, and that's okay.
Free throw up and in for Deion Wells Ross.
You take these points from wherever you can get them, and if Wesleyan can get them from the free throw line with the clock stopped and so forth, that's okay.
9 for Wells Ross in the game.
They got to find a way to cut into this lead with Cooper Cook as an assistant coach.
And Wells Ross now with 10 as he hits the second free throw, 51-43. Buena Vista by 8.
Got to turn up the defense now.
And momentum is on their side.
Has been since the first half.
There's Timothy Jeffries here on the dribble near side. Bounce pass to Goodman, give and go as Timothy Jeffries with a little razzle-dazzle, can't get it to go.
Oh.
Shot in the lane blocked, but a foul going to be called.
Now there's a referee right here, and Coach Wellman, that's as animated as you're going to see him. He's wondering why isn't he making the call, and he's making it from the other side. So you got a referee. Okay, here he is. Okay, no call there. No call there. And there's a referee standing on the baseline.
Free throw is up and in for Weisskopf, who's got 4 in this game.
You can hear that soft rim.
Hits them both.
So a little press there by Buena Vista.
53-43 is where we stand. This home crowd is just quiet.
Indeed they are, and they should be. Don't have much to be excited about.
Hiller for a 3. Can't do it. Goodman with the board. Boy, I mean, that cylinder is
iron
sealed shut.
It's unkind, and look at this.
Sparks the basket, misses the layup. Garver with the board. He's going to push it. Euro step, left hand, and he got it to go.
See, that's his move right there, Jeff. That's what Ryan Garver does best. Oh, nice Euro. He crossed about 3 countries with that step.
53-45, alley-oop. Nope, lob inside of Goodman off the glass and in off the head fake. Goodman with 4. 55-45, Baugh trying to go baseline. Good defense that time by Winkleman.
Look at where this offense is, Jeff.
Wells Ross, spin move, he's called for traveling.
I mean, you can't. What is he doing?
The
That's
help,
not going to cut it. That's not an offense. That's one guy dribbling into 2 or 3 guys. 2 on that occasion, 3 previously.
the help defense is what's really stymieing Nebraska Wesleyan offensively.
They're playing right into the hands of Buena Vista.
Stymieing, is that a word? I think that
It
is.
is, it is.
Thank you.
That was a character on the Little Rascals.
Here's a 3 that's up
Oh,
and
my
in for
goodness.
Winkleman, and they are just putting on the assault right now. It's a 13-point advantage with less than 15 minutes left in the game.
And fuego.
As you say, Old Mo,
Oh, yeah. Oh, Mo is from Storm Lake. He's got a
navy
cottage
blue,
there.
navy blue and gold right now,
Yeah, he's got a cottage.
right there on Storm Lake.
Indeed.
Lob in from Garver to Wells Ross, goes up for the head fake, and he draws the foul on Goodman, and maybe on Goodman. Let's see. It is.
Not only did he draw the foul, he drew the hammer. At least that's got to be at least a misdemeanor. Call the cops.
Watch this again. Nice lob, Wells Ross.
I mean, I like that. That's one of those old-fashioned Bill Lambier fouls. That's when basketball was basketball.
Rattles in for Wells Ross.
Yeah, that's one of those Bill Lambier type fouls.
Garver will check out. Cooper Cook is in. Remember, Cook has got 3 fouls.
And if you're Buena Vista and you're smart, you're going to make him play defense, and you're going to go right at him anytime you get a chance.
Wells Ross can't hit the second one, so the lead's still at 12 for Buena Vista.
Do you protect him? No, you're not going to protect him with a zone. So he's going to have to play man up on Goodman.
11-0 Nebraska Wesleyan down at home. And now a reach-in foul on Nate Shimonitz.
You got to move your feet.
So the win streak is at 11.
14 minutes.
And
Long
you
way
still
to go.
got 14 minutes left. So Buena Vista, the one thing they're worried about is just maintaining the momentum. For Wesleyan, they're trying to play catch-up.
You got to get in the passing lane. It's going to happen with defense.
Sparks. Here's Winkleman. Bounce past Goodman. Ball knocked away. Recovered by David Jeffries. He'll pull up for a 3. And he hits
my
it.
goodness.
He hits it with about 5 seconds left on the shot clock.
Oh, my goodness. That's when you know it's going good.
61-46. Now here's Hiller for a 3, and he hits it.
There you go. Now, but you got to stop. You got to get a stop. You can't trade baskets when you're down. Got to get some stops.
Trying to build up some momentum.
So they're going to go right to Goodman with Cook on him.
Sparks will take the three off the front of the rim, no good. Goodman with the offensive board, blocked from behind. Tip in doesn't go. Battle for the ball. Hiller's got it. Now Cook. Far side. Baugh. Left side. Wells Ross. Three on the way.
That's off.
From our vantage point, we could tell. Wide open
right
three for Jewell. Off. Rebound Shimonitz. And Shimonitz lost the ball. Sparks the other way will go up and lay it in.
He hit him on the hand. Ref didn't call it.
That's 11 for Billy Sparks, his first 2-point field goal, too.
We got a wholesale line change
Yeah,
coming here.
you're going to see 5 new players in, and a layup down the lane, no good for Baugh. This is not the same team we're used to seeing. Here's Goodman and a 1. 16-point lead.
This is just domination here.
And as I said before, Buena Vista came to play, folks. As Hiller commits the foul.
Well, this is how it is every night in conference play.
I mean, this is the time where you don't let your guard down. I mean, we know these teams in the Iowa Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. On any given night, if they get on a hot streak, they could be dangerous and take control and not let anybody get back into a ball game, and that's what's happening right now.
Well, Coach Wellman has put another 5 in here, hopeful that they can do something that the other 5 didn't do.
15-footer on the way up and in, knocked down by Cade Roberts, the 6'8" freshman out of Manhattan, Kansas.
Yeah, so he's got what normally would be the end of the game team in here.
Sparks in the lane, pulls up, good.
Oh, look at that shoulder, how he uses his shoulder to get space.
5'9", 170.
And he's been a spark here tonight. You better believe that.
67-51, under 12 to go. The rate we're going, we may not see Wesleyan hit 80. They've been in the 90s. They've hit a triple-digit mark a few times. Here's the three from the top. Bouncing around and off. No good that time. Shot taken by Casey Conklin. Goodman with the board. Good ball movement by Buena Vista. Jewell in the corner, guarded by Conklin. Now going baseline, pulls up. Extra pass. There's Goodman on the right block. Going to work, shot up and in.
Oh, boy, it's all working here tonight. It's all working for Buena Vista.
69-51, 11 minutes to go. Sullivan.
The Beavers are sawing wood. You can believe that.
Hall. Now Roberts. Conklin forcing up a bank shot. Can't get it to go, and a tie-up. Offensive foul by Cade Roberts.
All right, he's going to give him another chance here. Gave him a couple little moments on the bench to think about it. Now, let's see if I can get the kind of effort that makes this one of the biggest comebacks in Wesleyan history.
64-29 in 4 seasons at the helm of the Prairie Wolves. In his coaching career, he's 131-15. He was the 2017 IAC Coach of the Year. Dale Wellman's done a tremendous job here. On the other end, layup doesn't fall, but the follow-up up and in for Timothy Jeffries.
Yeah, just fire and desire, Jeff.
And now the lead is at 20.
This is a barnyard action right here.
This has become an assault, basically. A lob and a little bit of pushing underneath. And you look at the way that Wesleyan's kind of gesturing out there, they're just out of it.
They just look a little lethargic right now. You know, they're getting beat. And when you're doing that, you know, the team wants to take your heart out. You can't have that. You got to stay with it. Yogi said it's not over till it's over.
Garver going to challenge it. Fade away off the glass and in.
See, that's the thing he can do, and he needs to do more of it.
Garver now with 15, back to within 18 with 10 minutes left in the game. Out top. What do we got? A push.
What a great job by Hopkins sealing Wells Ross, and Wells Ross trying to get around, had to grab him.
And that's strength right there on Hopkins'
Boy,
part.
it's just power, just power. Reminds me of I'm trying to, kind of trying to get some space in here with you. I'm just not getting it. I'm not getting it. I'm boxed out.
Hopkins misses it, and the rebound to Wells Ross.
Boy, he can jump, can't he?
Yes, he can.
All right, now Cook has to get involved here. Got to get involved. He's kind of standing around a little bit too much.
Hiller from 15, bouncing off. Ball tipped around, and Buena Vista with the basketball.
And they're attacking.
This is a dangerous team. 9-2 Buena Vista against 11-0 Nebraska Wesleyan. Shot clock at 10. 9:08 to play in this one. David Jeffries off the high screen. Far corner. Kick out right side. Here's Timothy Jeffries, who was fouled by Garver. And it was on the block out. And 3 shots for Timothy Jeffries at the 8:59 mark of this game.
Got a little desperation move there. Garver on the closeout. Too close.
So Timothy Jeffries at the free throw line. Hits the first one. 17 points for him tonight.
And a lot of those points are effort points. Fighting, scrapping, running out. They're not calling plays for him, but the points he gets, all effort.
Free throw. Good.
They've done a tremendous job of getting them from the charity stripe tonight.
Lead back.
Coach Van Heften is saying, hey, I'm going to sit some of my guys down here, put some subs in. I'm up 20.
Make it third free throw is good. And the lead at 21.
But games change quickly.
74-53. Garver. Here is Cook. Attacking the basket with the left hand, misses the layup, and he's fouled.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. He has to find ways. He has to not only be a shooter, Jeff, he has to be a scorer. And this is a scorer's move right here. Got to have that mentality.
Free throw is good for Cooper Cook.
And now as you begin to see the ball go through the basket, your eyes begin to get a little bigger, and the hoop starts to get a little bigger. But it starts with defense for Wesleyan. You can't cut into this lead if you're not going to stop. You can't trade baskets. Got to get some stops.
Hits it. So Cook with 7 points. And the lead down to 19. Now the press is on. And now the clock is the enemy of Wesleyan right now.
Indeed it is.
Bounce pass here on the baseline. Shot clock at 10. Up and under move with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Shot up for Timothy Jeffries. Goes up and he's fouled.
Yeah, and again, that's that fire and desire again, Jeff. They're not calling plays for him. How is he getting the ball, and how is he getting points? It's effort on his part. Somehow he finds himself in there, undersized. That's right, folks, 6'3", under the basket. And somehow he finds himself with the ball back at the line.
Misses it. You need a couple of big threes to set that momentum if you're Wesleyan. Second free throw doesn't fall. Wells Ross with the board. Need some big shots. Here's Garver. They're going to let him shoot. He's not really looking to shoot from outside. As Dylan Dirks was attacking the lane, he drew the contact.
I like that. I like that from Dirks. He took the bump, went to the rack, got it on the floor, but again, keep attacking. But everything seems to be a little bit of a struggle here tonight.
Inbound to Cook.
Nothing easy.
Forcing up a shot and one.
As we said, Jeff, not a shooter, a scorer. That's a scorer's mentality right there. Had it in the corner, took it off the dribble, a little sideways there, off the glass.
Now you bring in.
Look at him, no emotion.
You bring in Sparks, you bring in David Jeffrey, so you take at least a couple of key players out of there.
Yeah, Coach Van Efton said, hey, listen, you know what? I've been around long enough to know if I leave my good guys on the bench, they can cut it to this lead.
74-58 for Buena Vista. 7:48 to go in this one, and Wesleyan needs a big turnaround in a hurry. Jeffries guarded tightly by Nate Baugh.
Don't give him the baseline.
Goes baseline, bounce out in the corner. Here's a three on the way from Weisskopf.
Oh, my goodness.
And Weisskopf buries it.
Wow.
And the lead back at 19.
It's just unbelievable. The level of proficiency from three-point range that we see here tonight from these guys.
Oh,
there he is.
Wells Ross gets a lob. Power dribble back out. Garver rising up. Three on the way. Hits it.
There it is. Can't be scared to take it, Ryan. Got to shoot it.
They need another big shot like that. As we approach the 7-minute mark, and there's the trap onto the backcourt. And now they got to call timeout. So timeout call by Buena Vista with just under 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, that's a bad place to be right there in the corner.
Full timeout on the floor. We'll step aside with them as well here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
When you're out to make a difference in
Somebody
the
can move
world,
too.
begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences. Designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University. NWU.
Well, like you, John, you got a few fans that are
Oh, yeah.
dancing. Pan up here.
Me and Usher.
If we can get the south end zone camera on John. Right up here. There you go. Oh, we got it right here. Right there, see? Thanks to Justin down there in the north end zone. Now we got the side view over here.
Watch this guy right here. There goes my workout for 2018. That's my jazzercise right there. That's all you're getting out of me, folks.
All right. Well, Andy was the guy that shot that other view.
There goes my shot for political office.
They got something on you now.
It's all on tape. Now let's see what Coach Van Efton decides to do here. Got to run some clock, run it down.
To be cognizant of that shot clock.
Oh, mismatch.
Extra pass.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. I mean,
80-61.
what else can you do?
Here's Wells Ross. Got it to go. 80-63. Now the press is on. Now a foul on Dylan Dirks. But see, here's what we're seeing tonight. As soon as the ball is inbounded, the guy that inbounds the ball is flying down the court. They're wasting no time getting down the court.
And your transition defense has to be there. And you're playing 3-on-2 or whatever. I mean, my goodness.
Weisskopf's first free throw is in and out.
Well, that's called getting it handed to you here tonight, and you wonder why is it this way? Well, it's not so much what Wesleyan isn't doing, it's what Buena Vista is doing.
Second free throw, good.
And when they run the shot clock down and still hit a three-point shot.
Oh, you bet.
Oh, my goodness.
Now Garver attacking the basket, goes up, missing it. Nothing falling tonight for the Prairie Wolves. 6 to play. There's Weiss coming to the basket, draws a foul on Dylan Dirks.
And they're just aggressive here tonight.
They're aggressive and they're up tempo.
And even when they're in the half court, look at the shoulder there. Yeah. They're not sitting on their laurels. They're not playing the old four corners.
No.
They're going to the basket. They're back at the line again.
Free throw on the way. In and out for
sometimes in
Weiss-Cup.
sports, and you've been around long enough, you've seen it. Sometimes there's that day where you just don't have an answer.
And this happens to be one of those days.
They're doing what they're doing, and you think, hey, listen, we're gonna respond. We're gonna get a run. Well, guess what? They have not allowed you the opportunity. They have not opened the door to that run.
Weiss-Cup misses the second one, and ball knocked away by David Jeffries. So it'll be Wesleyan basketball here at the 5:56 mark of this game. So Cook inbound to Wells Ross. Now to Nate Shimonitz. Shimonitz attacking, forcing up a shot. No good, out of bounds. It'll be off of Buena Vista. It'll be Wesleyan ball.
Yeah, I think even though you're in a moment of desperation, just to kind of throw anything up there is
that's not what you need. And Cook lost the ball, trying to go the other way, and Shimonitz called for a transition foul on Billy Sparks, and now Sparks will go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the conversation is going to be in the film room on this one.
Yeah, you can bet that they'll be watching a lot of video tomorrow.
Or you might say, hey, listen, let's just burn it. Let's just burn it and forget about this one. Move on to the next one.
Sparks hits the free throw.
I've been in those kinds of situations.
The next time these two teams will meet will be February 3rd in Storm Lake. That's a night game. And it's a 20-point lead again at 83-63.
But there's no sense of urgency.
No, there isn't. Garver left wide open. Again, not taking the shot, but Cooper Cook will take the three, and he rattles it.
Yeah. Now time to get a stop.
Now you got to work your press.
There you
the
go.
Ball is thrown away out of bounds.
Yeah, that's what you need right there.
Now you begin to capitalize.
So another three-pointer here. Again, they're not, 40% from three-point for nothing. They got guys who can shoot the ball. Got to stay with it.
Shimonitz, Wells Ross. Far corner Cook. Three is blocked by David Jeffries out of bounds. It'll be off of the block, but it looked like maybe it might have been touched by Cooper Cook.
Or somebody who kind of flew in there at the last second. Thought it might have been Dirks.
And Dirks will take the three. That's off. Yeah, you're right. It was Dirks.
That's number 4.
That's 4 on Cook. Not been one of those nights for Cooper Cook.
Well, and give credit to the Beavers because they've made it tough on him. They've packed it in when he's been down low. They've followed him around. They've made other guys the primary scorer for Wesleyan.
Something interesting to note. Nebraska Wesleyan, of course, coming into tonight 11-0. They went 12-0. First time that happened back in the 1915-16 season as Goodman misses the second free throw.
1915-16, were you around then?
Don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't think I was. I don't think I lived in Nebraska then.
But then they won the first 23 games in 1997-98. In 1987-88, 30 years ago this season, that team went 11-0 as Garver drives down the lane with the left hand and puts it in.
There you go. He has Goodman on him, and he can beat him. 3 days to Sunday.
And Garver almost had a steal, but deflected it out of bounds. So 30 years ago, that team won their first 11 games of the season. But with 4:37 left and down by 16 points, that streak here this year is in jeopardy.
Well, I tell you what, I know one guy who's not going to stop playing. That's number 23.
That's Ryan Garver. David Jeffries across the timeline, step over, lays it up, missing it. Ball into the hands of Hopkins and thrown away into the hands of Garver. And Garver is fouled in transition by Timothy Jeffries.
I know one guy in white who's not going to stop playing.
And his name is Ryan Garver.
I'll tell you what, we've seen him too many times. You know, this junkyard dog, this guy, one of the more unbelievable players I think I've ever seen, with his uncanny knack for being in places, for anticipation. You know, he's been a little off on his jump shot, but I tell you what, he's going to be here till the end.
Free throw bounces off. Rebound, it goes to Weisskopf. Up the floor, David Jeffries across the timeline.
And Buena Vista, other than playing a very good athletic game, they played a smart game here today. Very smart game, not just physical, not just offensive or defensive mind, just very smart.
Sparks lost it. Jeffries with 5, and he stepped on the sideline out of bounds. So 4 minutes exactly on the clock. 16-point lead for Buena Vista.
Got to get a couple of baskets here.
Garver left alone. He's in a challenge. Up and under, puts it up, round and through.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great move by Garver. Says, clear out. I got a guy I can take.
Now within 14, pressure's on, and Shimonet's called for the foul. It should be 4 on Nate.
Yeah, I got a guy I can take. Get out of the way and let me get to the basket. But again, with the clock, and the clock is stopped, that's good for Wesleyan. But the opportunity, got to have somebody on the line who's going to miss some shots here.
Free throw, no good for Connor
boy.
Winkleman.
And that's, I think, they're getting a little tight at the free throw line here. Is Buena Vista.
Winkleman hits it. He's got 11.
Can you trade 3 for 1?
Find out. Dirks down the lane, misses it, and he's fouled.
Put that shoulder down.
Jake Sheath was in the game for Wesley, and he's a transfer from Doane. He's out of Wahoo. He's in, so at least 11 players for Wesleyan have been in this game tonight. Free throw good for Dirks.
I'll tell you what, we need guys from the last several seasons to play tonight. Anybody who can suit up. We need Bardsley. You heard he was in the auditorium here tonight?
Yep, Bardsley is here.
He's shooting 4-pointers for the against the Globetrotters.
Yeah, they were out in Hawaii last week, playing for what, the Washington Nationals or Generals?
Generals.
Shot up and in. How about that for David Jeffries?
Watch the steal.
87-72. Sheep. Back out Dirks. And Buena Vista's not quitting either, in a traveling call.
You got to give him a lot of credit. Coming down the highway, playing. Oh boy, look at that. Little shot in the chops there.
Wide open is Jeffries, and he laid it in. And they're going to be right above 90 here before too long, as well as Ross goes to the basket, misses it. He's fouled.
You got a line change coming.
Well, this is Definitely one of those games that you'd like to forget, but you have to go back and see what happened, what went wrong. You got to work on it and improve from there, as well as Ross hits the free throw. 89-73 is where we're standing.
Well, the thing about Buena Vista, they have met their defensive average almost. They give up about 77 points. They're right around that with 73 so far for Wesleyan.
Second free throw good for Wells Ross. He'll come out.
So their game plan has worked to perfection. The 101 points that Wesleyan averages, they'll come up short today on that.
Pressure in the backcourt. David Roberts bounce pass, razzle dazzle from Weiss Cup, can't get it to go. Hopkins rescues it, back out they go. New shot clock too. Here is Jeffries. Shot clock at 10. Going to the left side. Back out Winkleman for a three, off. And now Sheaf with the carom. Here's Austin Hall. Driving to the basket, Conklin can't finish it. Roberts had the ball, lost it out of bounds.
Wow. Had it right there.
I tell you, for Buena Vista, this is huge. But they're a very good team as well, and they have been the last couple of years. These are two of the more powerful teams you're going to find in the conference. Wartburg may be another one. Down to a minute 43 in this one. Shot up and in.
Oh my goodness.
And it's Jeffries again, who is just going crazy, and a steal.
He's just having his way.
Wow. Minute 21. 91-74 Buena Vista. This is going to be a big feather in their cap. And they will likely take control of the conference standings. There's no question. A three from Sparks is blocked by Roberts. And Sheaf is fouled by Billy Sparks. That's his frustration foul.
Yeah, see it all the time.
And now Jake Sheaf at the free throw line tonight for the first time.
Well, you know, you just have to say to the other guy, you got us. You know, you did it. You came into our house, moved the furniture around, and you're laying in my bed.
Yep.
And you know what? I'm just going to let you lay there.
Whole new 5 in for Buena Vista.
Go ahead and take it. Go ahead and go to sleep.
91-75.
Because this has been the Beavers' house tonight.
Sheaf's second free throw in and out. We're down to a minute.
But hey, listen, this is just one game in a long season.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But it is a lesson.
Wesleyan coming into tonight led the series 12-6. It'll be 12-7 after that. Three doesn't fall. Offensive board kept alive here by Brendan Gary. And the ball knocked away, tapped out though, recovered. Now there's attempted steal that time, but Buena Vista gets it back. And it'll go out of bounds. In fact, it was Lincoln Rock who threw it off at Cade Roberts.
They're getting a little laugh on the side over there as the subs have doing a little comic relief here.
20 seconds to go here, and the win streak will end tonight at 11. Wesleyan will go to 11-1. Buena Vista at 10-2. Fourth shot doesn't fall. Time expires on the shot clock, and the game clock will stop at 7.5 seconds. 91-75 is where we stand here, and all you can do is suck it up and then go out next time and play hard. And now a three from Sullivan is going to be off the back iron, no good at the buzzer. And your final score tonight, The win streak has ended for Nebraska Wesleyan as Buena Vista comes to Lincoln and pulls off a big win, 91-75 the final score. So Buena Vista will take sole possession of first place in the IX standings after tonight. Wesleyan drops to 2-1 in conference play, 11-1 overall on the season. So that's how things stand. Nebraska Wesleyan back in action here Saturday afternoon against Luther College here at Snyder Arena. We'll be back with you here in a couple of weeks. Wartburg will be in town on January 17th. We'll bring you the men's and women's doubleheader here on LNK TV and the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. So we invite you to come back then and be a part of all the action with us here in 2 weeks. Again, the final tonight, Buena Vista 91, Nebraska Wesleyan 75. For John Harris, Jamie Wins, and the entire Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network crew, I'm Jeff Moats. Thanks along. Thanks for listening. Good night from Snyder Arena here in Lincoln.
This LNK TV Sports and Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network broadcast was made possible by Lincoln Electric System. It's your electricity, own it. And Nebraska Wesleyan University.